What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Going to be playing a game on TCG today, and we've got a brand new deck from Lost Thunder, Cake Pops. Hopefully, you guys were able to check out the stream yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Opened over 200 TCGO packs here from the newest set, Lost Thunder. That was a lot of fun, and was able to build 3 brand new decks on stream, so that was great. Got to give those a little bit of a trial run as well. We built Blacephalon, which I'm going to be showing off here in today's video. We also built Lost March. The jump bluffs were a pain to get a hold of. Those are very difficult to find. So shout out to you if you were able to find 4 jump bluffs. Those are very difficult to find. Like I said, they were averaging about 2 a case when we were opening them here at Full Grip Games. So very hard to find jump bluffs. And then I also built Grand Bull, or Clifford the Big Pink Dog, as I have named it here on PTCGO. And those decks are all a lot of fun, and it's been a great time playing Lost Thunder format so far. Just a nice breath of fresh air, and it's not just pure Shrine decks or, Ray or Malamar. It's nice to have some different decks here in the mix for sure. So trying out Blacephalon, and I keep trying different things with it. I've tried it, with no Zebstrika. I tried it with Zebstrika. I just cut the Kiawe for a 4th Guzma. I feel like this deck really wants Guzma like a lot, just to be able to get into the active turn 1 is really big for your Burst GX for sure. And then also, I'm not playing a rescue stretcher. Oops, but it's all good. Just a bunch of different things that you might want. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away that Lele and the Fire Energy. And then I'm cool just getting a Blacephalon onto the bench. And then we've got, yes, a Poipole in the active position. That is good. And I'll just go ahead, attach the Beast Energy and Cynthia. That way, I can retreat this Poipole next turn and use my Burst GX if I want to, and we should be good to go. Let's Acrobike, see if we can find another Poipole. No, we cannot. We do have a Cynthia as an option, though, so that's okay. We'll do that. And then next turn, we could just retreat, and like I said, Burst GX, be good to go. So no idea what my opponent is playing here. They've got Delmise in the active. They're probably playing some sort of Vika Ray deck, if I had to guess. If they are playing Vika Ray, I'm excited to see what that matchup turns out like, because it's kind of like the battle of the one-hit KO decks. Now, I suspect that Blacephalon is the kind of superior one-hit KO archetype when compared kind of apples to apples with Vika Ray, right? I think that it should be better. That's just my opinion. You don't have to set up a stage 2. Yes, you don't have Tempest GX, but your deck is just much more consistent. Case in point, here's an Ultra Space, right? We could just go get ourselves a Naganadel, easy peasy. So I could knock out the Delmise this turn. That's probably what we do. We just knock out the Delmise. I probably don't Burst GX. I actually actively want this Delmise out of here. So we'll attach here. We'll bench another one of these, put a Choice Band here, and then I'm okay just using Cynthia again. I could have Lilied for 4. It's not really anything that I needed, but I wanted to give myself the opportunity to get another Poipole down. So we can Ultra Space for that Naganadel. I guess we can Ultra Space for the Poipole first. Just checking to make sure Naganadel does, in fact, have a retreat cost of 1. It does. And then I was thinking that I might Ultra Ball for a Ditto Prism Star. Then you never know, I might go in. Let's see. Let's get rid of those. I'm fine with that. Sure. And we'll get the Ditto Prism Star, and then I might evolve into Zebstrika, and I might evolve into Naganadel. Nobody knows. That is so fun. Love that Ditto Prism Star. Check him out. Almighty Evolution. He can be whoever he wants to be. That's right, Ditto. That's right. Let's see. Oh, I don't actually have a knockout this turn. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, we're going to retreat this guy, and then we're going to charge back up. You up. And then I do have to Burst GX. I don't know what in the world I was thinking. I was thinking that I wouldn't have to attach to this thing. But that's fine. Burst GX, take a prize. Any prize. All right, we'll go with that one. Fire Energy, 1 in 4 chance. No, we got a Lily. Boo, it's fine. I already have the Cynthia in my hand. Also have that Zebstrika in my hand. So we should be A-okay here. Now, I'm not anticipating getting knocked out this turn, though I guess it is a possibility. If my opponent is playing Tapu Bulu and not actually Vika Ray, they could go in Rare Candy Vikavolt switch and then like switch it to a Tapu Bulu and then blow me up. That would be a little bit depressing considering that I just Ultra Balled away a Beast Ring. I felt pretty confident Ultra Balling away the Beast Ring because I don't think that my opponent's going to be knocking me out anytime soon. So that was kind of like my thought process there. I'm not getting knocked out, so I'm not going to need this Beast Ring quite yet, and I'll still have 3 in the deck, so yeah, just get rid of that card here. Went for the Ditto instead of the Poiple just so that I could have the opportunity to evolve into the Zebstrika, even though Zebstrika, to my knowledge, is glitched on PTCGO right now. It doesn't allow you to sprint if you have a 0-card hand, and you should be able to. But let's take a moment collectively as a group just to appreciate the fine artwork on this Zebstrika. This has got to be the coolest Zebstrika card I've ever seen for sure. Thing is completely rad. Hello, opponent. Are you there? Are you there, Mr. Burn Time Soul? I would like you to make a play, sir. Hello. We will give him the good old hello. Hello. Are you there? Let's see. Maybe they're just thinking real hard here, but that's okay. We've got our Cake Pop. We could just sit here admiring our Cake Pop artwork here. They're going to go for a Guzma. It's usually a telltale sign they ain't got too much going on in that hand of theirs. And then they're going to go on with a Giga Drain. All right, I see you. At this point, yeah, I would like, that is kind of annoying. I think I would like to try and hit a Guzma, so I think I'm just going to Ultra Space. Let's see here. I mean, I could burn this thing. We know I need to like add a switch into this deck for sure, but that's okay. All right, so I think here we just go for the sprint and then hope I hit it. I think I Ultra Space for a Poiple, get another Poiple out, that's fine. And then we are going to, let's see, do I have energy in the discard pile? I have 2, that's fine. So we'll attach that here and then evolve here. That's right, Ditto, almighty. All right, and then we're gonna sprint. Let's go, give me a Guzma or an Ultra Ball to get a Lele for Guzma. That'd be pretty sick. Got him, oh yeah. So we are going to charge up. That's right, get an energy going right there. And then we can, I guess, Acrobike. Sure, let's Acrobike, see what we got. We'll take the, ooh, do we want the Sights here? The Ultra, I think the Ultra Ball's better because both of them require me to discard things, so we'll just do that. And then I can get myself the other, I don't know, Naganadel or something. I don't know, here we go. Mind blown. All right, we're gonna discard 1 fire is all we need off of the Naganadel, very good. And you're out of here, Grubbin. Get out of here. 160 damage. Smoked. All right. We're down to 4 prizes. We got another Naganadel there. Off the prizes, I think I'm expecting we're probably counting down the turns here till the opponent's just going to be like, oh, I'm done with this game. Flip the board and move on to the next opponent. But it's all good. I'll sit here. Just talking that stuff about Blacephalon, admiring this Cake Pop artwork until we get there. But yes, look at this beautiful thing. I pulled all 4 of the same artwork during my pack openings on stream. Really excited about that. Looks gorgeous. If any of you guys have seen me on Twitter, we've got another Guzma in our hand. Don't bench anything, or else I'm gonna be angry. All right. So this is sad. Why do we not have a switch card in this deck? We desperately need a switch card. Oh, it's fine. You're gonna feel the wrath of my bursting burn, Mr. Delmise there. Alrighty, we'll get another Poiple here, and we're kind of like locked and loaded for the rest of this game. There's nothing really else that we need. So, yeah, let's charge up. Cool. And we will burn you, sir. Let's go ahead with that bursting burn. You're confused. So confused. He has no idea what's going on. But yes, pulled all 4 of the same Cake Pop artwork. Really excited about that. Was also able to get my hands on some Jump Bluffs. I had to trade for the Jump Bluffs, though. I think in 230 packs, I only opened 1 Jump Bluff, I think. And it was a reverse one. I traded for the other 3. So that was pretty wild. Other than that, I did pull 2 Alola Ninetales GX. So that was a lot of fun. I knew they were playing Bulu. Knew it. They were playing Bulu, not Ray here. This is a Bulu deck, and they finally got a Tapu Bulu into play. But that Tapu Bulu is about to get smoked. He's about to get just eaten alive. Has no idea. Has no idea what the rock is cooking over here. I got Guzma in hand. That thing is not going to last another turn. Let's go. All right, we're going to Guzma. Give me the Bulu. And yes, here comes Blacephalon. All right, we're going to sprint. because we want that fire energy into the discard pile. That's fine. I should have Mysterious Treasured for the Naganadel first, but don't judge me, guys. All right, here we go. Also could have Ultra Spaced for it. There's like a million things I should have rather done other than what I just did, but that's okay. Charging up. Let's get that fire energy there. I'm just trying to play quickly because I want this Bulu out of here. All right, and I'm going to keep my Ultra Space. Mind blown. All right, we're going to discard those. Excellent. You're done. You're done, sir. Could I have only discarded 2? Would I have gotten there? Let's see. If I had discarded 2, I had the Choice Band and the... No, I would have done 162 Cake Pops. Wow, check that out. This is like, honestly, just the coolest Pokemon. I was not super into Blacephalon at first, but the more I play with the card, I think he's just like a really cool concept. So shout out to whoever designed Blacephalon, honestly. Freaking genius. The card is awesome. A little Cake Pop looking, Ultra Beast looking dude. Super cool. Love that he's got like this star as an eye and as you know, kind of just big, like, I don't know, galactic ball looking head thing. Pretty dope Pokemon, honestly. So shout out to you, Pokemon, for creating this exploding popsicle stick thing. Honestly, completely absurd idea. Like I like to think about, imagine someone showing up to like a meeting, like, all right, yeah, this is gonna be my idea for an Ultra Beast. It's a Cake Pop. It's just like, and his head explodes. And these are the kinds of things that I think about. I don't know. I think about this stuff all the time. Like, what is it like in the actual meetings at like Pokemon headquarters when people are trying to come up with Pokemon concepts and ideas? Started out with our Heat Factory here, which is super dope. Honestly, an amazing card. So that is really exciting. And we'll just go in with the Acro Bike first. See what we got. Cake Pop, we'll take them. All right. Discard a Fire Energy, no problems there. And then we'll throw the Heat Factory into play. And then I'm going to use that Heat Factory. Discard a Fire Energy, draw 3 cards. Sweet. Okay, so we did not get a... let's see, we didn't get a supporter necessarily, but I could Ultra Ball for a Lily here. That's probably fine. I can probably Ultra Ball away the Beast Ring and a Fire Energy. And go get a Lele for Lily. I'm cool with that, sure. We'll save the Guzma for next turn to get ourselves kind of out of the, you know, get that Blacephalon into the active position there. So we'll attach that Fire Energy there, and then we're going to Lele for Lily. And you guys have seen, honestly, I've been talking about this quite a bit, but I'm not using Sightseer at all in this deck. A lot of people were super high on Sightseer being really good. I don't think Sightseer is all that good. I think it's just, it's okay. It's fine. It's not like the best. Not the best card ever. We will, let's think some thoughts here real quick. I guess I could go Ultra Ball for another Poipole. I don't really need to do that, though. I kind of like all these cards in my hand. I could go next turn just like double, yeah, I could go double Naganadel. I don't really need the Zebstrika out next turn. I think I'll just go with like Ultra Space. We're just going to save this hand, I think. We could do tons of damage. Though another Poipole would be pretty cool. I can get another Poipole next turn with Ultra Space if I decide that I want to. After I use my Heat Factory, hopefully if my opponent doesn't, or I could just Ultra Ball away the Guzma and the, I'm fine with that. Yeah, let's Ultra Ball away Guzma and Fire Energy. We're going to do that. Get another Poipole. I want another Poipole. That's what I want. Yeah, I think that's cool. And then I'm guaranteed like 2 Naganadels, 1 off the Ultra Space, 1 in my hand. And I still have 1 Fire Energy left. I put the 4th Guzma in. So Guzmas, yes, are like a valuable resource, but we don't need them like we used to need them. I was rocking a list with only like 2 Guzmas for a little bit. I really love 4 in this deck because you just want to nuke like the biggest threat every single time. Like if you are sending energy away with Mind Blown, you want to attack into something that is worthwhile. You don't want to waste your time knocking out something silly. What is this? Giratina. All right. Distortion Door. Once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put it onto your bench. If you do, put 1 damage counter on 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. All right. So it does some snipey snipe damage there, huh? All right. Looks like we might be playing against some sort of non-GX Giratina Malamar deck, which is interesting for sure. I feel like we're probably best off. And then does this actually put 4 damage counters on one of, your Pokemon? Horrible. You have to put damage on your own Pokemon? That's rough. All right. So I guess we should be knocking out these Inkays if we can. And honestly, we kind of want to attack with Naganadel here. I don't, I mean, that seems like the best bet. Sure, let's start off with the Heat Factory here, draw 3 cards, because honestly, that is just like insanely good. And then I feel like we go Ultra Space. Let's get ourselves a couple of Naganadels. We want that one right there. I actually don't have a third Naganadel, so that's good to know. We got one there, and we got one here. We got one. Can I evolve this one? Yes, I can. I bet that last turn. Cool. So we could charge up twice. I guess I could just Guzma up the Inkay and I could Burst GX, or I could Guzma this thing up and just knock it out. That's kind of fine as well. I guess my opponent would be able to snipe me a little bit if I do that, but it just seems like a fine play. Yeah, to this Pokemon. Right, so I can't necessarily attack with Naganadel yet, but we're on our way to attacking with Naganadel. So cool with that, sure. We'll do that. We'll do that. I guess I'm going to retreat. That or I Guzma. I actually think that having this thing stuck in the active position is kind of good for me while I burst GX because they ain't got nothing going on. So I think I want to retreat in Cynthia. That seems like a better play. So we're going to retreat, yeah, and then I'm just going to end up using my GX, and we'll charge up again, even though I know technically you usually want to use your abilities after the supporter or whatever, order operations. Here we go, Cynthia. Cool, and then we'll end up using Burst GX here. Ooh, I can even sprint. That's kind of cool. So we don't want that Ditto to get knocked out by anything silly, but, honestly, we should kind of more or less be cool here. I'm not going to want to sprint away these Guzmas. We got a Choice Band. That's pretty dope. Okay, I'll take the Choice Band. That's a good card. And then, sure, we're kind of cool just to Burst GX. Hopefully I get a Fire Energy off the prize. I usually don't, but, oh, no, not a B-String. Sad. All right, so now we're down 2 B-Strings. We only got 2 left in deck here. I did take a prize, though. I love free prizes. What's not to like? It's honestly the perfect tempo card for this deck, the perfect tempo attack, really, because you don't really want to mind blown on like the second turn of the game usually, because you want to get more energy into play so that then you can just stream one-hit knockouts turn after turn. So especially against a non-GX deck, you really love just going for that early burst GX, especially if you get to accelerate an energy, which doesn't always happen, but sometimes you do. My opponent is kind of ramping up their board setup here. They got Tapu Koko. This looks like this is going to be purely a spread Giratina deck. So that's what they got going on. We're probably going to have to take 6 real prizes. So that's a little bit annoying, especially since we don't actually have any sort of Rescue Stretcher in this list right now. I think I need to put Rescue Stretcher back in, but I don't have it right now. And Spell Tag. This is bad. Okay. So they get to place 4 damage counters when the Psychic Pokemon this card's attached to is knocked out. Yikes. Major yikes. All right, so we are going to, I think, knock out the Giratina. He's weak to Dark? Oh, goodness, this is bad. He needs to be weak to Psychic. Hello, you need to be weak to Psychic, sir. But I guess that's not the way that card works. So, I don't think that... All right, you're running me out on this clock already. I'm not a big fan of that. All right, let's charge up. Charge up. Cool. And we'll do that. And then we'll do it over here, too. And then I think I can Ultra Space. We're basically deciding, do I want to keep the Zebstrika? Do I have another Poipole in deck? I do. Okay, we'll go for that Poipole then, and we'll throw that on the bench. And then, do I have a Naganadel or is it prized? All right, it's just prized right now. So where is my deck? Show cards. Okay. I think we're going to get the Poipole off the Ultra Space here. That way I just have an option, sure, to attack with like multiple of these guys if I want to. I guess I could have Guzma'd like a Malamar this last turn, but this is fine here. I don't need to sprint or anything yet. We are going to need to Lost Zone an obnoxious number of cards here. Man, maybe I should have gone in with the Naganadel and probably attacked a Malamar. That probably seems better, but we got to send 4 energy. That seems just horrible. So we're going to do 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Gosh, that's bad. All right, we really needed the beast energy there for sure. But cool, we'll knock out this thing. 200 damage, sure. And we'll go down to 4 prizes remaining. Now, this is where things are probably going to start to get a little bit painful. I do not want my opponent to knock out my Ditto. I don't think that they're like in Ditto knockout territory yet, though they can as soon as I hit into the spell tag. Ugh. Put 4 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. Bad, 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 bad. So we are going to have to evolve that into Zebstrika. That is a thing. And then this thing's doing 130 damage, but it is doing 40 damage to itself, so that's kind of rad. We do have the opportunity to Turning Point this next turn, so I guess if I could draw into a Fire Energy or a Beast Ring, we can do that. I don't think this Blacephalon's actually getting knocked out, though. So we probably are going in with Blacephalon one more turn before we start to actually attack with Naganado. So that's fine, actually. I think I just want to lead with the one Blacephalon, try to take 3 prizes that way, and then go in with Naganados. When I get to 3 prizes remaining, Naganados' Turning Point's going to do 160, so I can knock out a Giratina with that if I want to. So this turn, I'm definitely going to just commit to that Zebstrika there. They put 40 damage on their own Tapu Koko. That's fine. Ooh, this is actually very good. So this is short of being knocked out, I guess, by the Giratina. I don't actually want to hit into the spell tag either. I think I would rather just like, you know, maybe Guzma and just knock out a... I couldn't Guzma knock out a Malamar this turn. I guess I could save that, though. I don't necessarily need to do that yet. I can just hit into this thing. The 4 damage isn't going to be enough, so that's fine. That's fine. Let's Ultra Space. Man, the clock is really not my friend today. All right, it's going very quickly. That's fine. We'll just start charging up. We'll build a bigger board position here, and then we'll go in with Naganados like next turn once we get to 3 prizes remaining. I'm cool with that, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll attach Fire Energy here to my active, and then we'll throw Choice Band, sure, onto that Naganado, and then let's just Cynthia. I don't think that there's any cards in that hand that I particularly needed. That's cool. Fire Energies galore. That's great. And we got a Guzma so that we can Guzma and Turning Point something next turn. Let's just Mind Blown. All right. So we'll do, I think, 1 off the active. 2, yeah, 1 there and then 1 here. I guess like I could completely remove them from my active Blacephalon, which could be like the best play. That's probably what we want to do. But then if my opponent like Guzmas or something, that's just going to be frustrating. So we'll just do that. Done. Cool. So 150 damage there. Knock out that Giratina. Yes, they're going to be able to spell tag me. That is frustrating. But I have tons of Guzmas left in deck. So let's see. That thing's got 70 hit points. So I don't actually, I don't mind. They're going to kind of put 10 damage on lots of, I guess, odd hit point things. So they know that they can't knock out the Blacephalon there. That's cool. They probably plan on doing that. Let's see, 140. I don't know what they plan on doing, but I'm glad I didn't remove all that energy from Blacephalon because I have a feeling that they potentially don't plan on knocking out that Blacephalon anytime soon. They kind of want that Blacephalon to get knocked out by a spell tag or something. So interesting stuff here. Have never seen a Giratina deck in action. That all is very, very fun, I guess. It seems a little gimmicky to me, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure if it's got kind of the competitive chops, really, with the Malamar and the Giratina. It seems like it's doing a lot, and I'm not exactly sure that it's all that better than just like a traditional, you know, Coco spread deck with like Shrine of Punishment and stuff. I think that might be better in my opinion, but who knows. We got Mysterious Treasure here. We can go get that Naganadel, but I guess we also have Ultra Space, so that's an option for us as well. And then it looks like my opponent's potentially going back in with Giratina for another Shadow Impact here. Very cool. Hopefully they don't have the spell tag. That is what we don't want. If they do have spell tag, I will happily just sprint this hand away and then take a look and see if I can find another Guzma and Guzma around the spell tag. I'm really not trying to deal with the spell tag right now. So that is very cool. Here they go. Shadow Impact from Giratina. Going to knock out my Cake Pop, which is fine. I can do things like Beast Ring now, so that's very exciting. Unfortunately, nobody in this deck has free retreat. Very sad. But I am on my perfect turning point turn, so that is no problem. We will put that Naganado into the active position. Yup. Let's go ahead, Ultra Space. Grab ourselves another Naganado here. Evolve. So now we have our 3 Naganados in play. I'll keep 1 Blacephalon 2. And then I think that my opponent does not play any sort of... I suspect that they don't play any sort of GX Pokemon, but that's just like my thought. That might be incorrect. So I think I'm comfortable Mysterious Treasuring away that and then just using Cynthia here. I don't need to Guzma or anything, that's for sure. So at this point, we did not hit a B-string. I kind of want a B-string, but I don't know that I want to ditch all of these cards either. I don't think that my opponent's going to blow up a Blacephalon, though, so they should be on B-string turn for like at least one more turn. We're going to charge up here. That's cool. And then I can Acro Bike, see if I hit a B-string off the Acro Bike. That's an option that we have. We did not. I think I keep the Guzma, though. I don't... Yeah, keeping the Guzma seems fine. I think, am I down 2 Cake Pops now? Yeah, that's fine. I still have 1 more left in deck somewhere. But that's cool. We got that, and then I can't really discard another Fire Energy unless I want to sprint, but I don't really want to sprint this hand away. So we'll just, yeah, we'll just Turning Point. That's fine. Cool. Knock out this guy, and then next turn I can Guzma and then sprint. There's a B-string. Very good. I can Guzma and sprint next turn, and that way I can just blow up whoever with Mind Blown, and that'll be super sweet. And or I could actually knock out somebody with Turning Point too, because the Malamars are weak to Psychic. So Turning Point will be good next turn for taking just 1 more prize, and then I'll kind of just have this board position where I just don't lose the game because we could just knock out whoever, whenever, whatever we want to do. Now, my only concern with this deck is very solid. It's got a lot of options. Love it. You have a built-in non-GX Pokemon attacker in Naganadel. What is not to love about that? That's kind of perfect. And then you have a big, big Pokemon GX that just blows things up. It's great. I also just love the deck aesthetically. I think it looks very cool to play. I love that. But it is very susceptible to that Sceptile. There's the Sceptile running around here, which is very cool. It plays with Executor, and the Sceptile prevents all damage done to Pokemon with Grass Energy attached to them by your opponent's Ultra Beast. And if you take a look around, pretty much everybody in this deck is an Ultra Beast. So that is very sad. You got 2 things you could do against a Sceptile. You can either try to remove Grass Energy before you attack them, or you can include a non-Ultra Beast Pokemon. Neither of those seem like great ideas for Blacephalon. Unfortunately, you really don't want to kind of dirty up your list with anything like that. The list is just pure flames like this, but you may end up having to include a tech. I mean, it kind of is the same thing as Vicaray. Vicaray didn't want to have to include Lugias. It kind of just had to, and here we are. So my opponent is still on their B-string turn, so I can B-string. I can also Guzma if I want to. I think I probably am cool using Guzma. That's okay. And then manually attaching to the Blacephalon here. Sure, that seems fine. Let's just promote the Lele. I'm going to go for Guzma. I'm going to knock out, I guess, probably one of these Malamars seems fine. Wow, 3 Guzma in hand. So we'll do this, and then I guess we B-string to a Naganado. Seems fine. Hopefully I got 2 fires in deck. I don't know. We'll see. We got 1. Okay, that's actually just the correct amount that we need. Okay, so then we'll charge up. Charge up. Cool. And do that. And then I could charge up here. Yes, I was going to say, I didn't mess that up, right? No, I didn't. Very good. And then we could just Guzma around this Giratina for the 1 time. Cool stuff. That way we prevent all that spell tag madness from going on. All right, we don't want any of that. And then we're going to bring him up here. And then I guess, what's left in my deck here? I could, I actually don't have any fires in my deck, so these B-strings are kind of bad right now. So let's see. Next turn, we should be cool. We're going to do plenty of damage just with the 1 Naganadel and the 1 Blacephalon. So that's fine. My opponent probably cannot take game, so Yeah, we'll grab a Blacephalon out of the deck, sure. I guess just to thin the deck, right? And then I don't want to sprint yet because I want to keep that option to Guzma for game. So very good. And we're just going to turning point the Malamar. And then all we have to do is Guzma and knock out another Malamar for game next turn. I don't think that there's anything my opponent can do to keep me from stealing this one here. So that should just be it. They could play one of those Lele's that allows them to move the damage counters around, but they only have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 70 damage on board, so that's not really going to do anything. And you guys can see how I kind of think that the traditional spread decks are better. Like my opponent would have been better off just using Tapu Koko to use Flying Flip and then also Shrine. Like I would have been under way more pressure had they been just hammering away like that. Instead, they've kind of got this like halfway snipe thing, I guess, but definitely a cool idea though, and shout out to my opponent for showcasing this for us. Super great to be able to see these new archetypes, and I love the creativity with the new format as well, so that's really exciting too. I'm just going to promote this thing, attach Beast Energy, and then, yeah, go from there. We're going to discard all our energy for our final attack here for game. So, sweet. All right, cool stuff. We'll play one more game here with Cake Pops and see how it goes. And then mine, blown. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Dead. Get him. Get him, Cake Pop. 200 damage. Okay. Good to know that when you discard the... interesting. When you discard that Beast Energy, it doesn't count towards your damage output. So I didn't think that that's the way that that worked, but it is good to know. And also that the spell tag damage there applied, I guess, even though I thought that maybe I would just win the game before the spell tag damage applied, and I think that that's probably the case. But it was interesting to see that they did have a chance to apply that spell tag damage there. So I wonder, like, what would have happened if I only had 40 hit points left and it ended up being like a tie game or something. I think that I just win the game first, and that the program was just resolving stuff like built into the program. But it was interesting to see that they had it there. Last game, see if we can go 3-0 with Blacephalon, everybody's favorite exploding Cake Pop deck. Very cool. And then, I don't know, tomorrow we'll show off either Lost March or Executor or Clifford the Big Pink Dog. All right, very cool. Here we go, Call Tails. We got it. Going first. Let's go. Cake Pops. Turn up. Cool. Okay. We've got ourselves 2 Poiples here. An Acrobike. That is rad. I'm cool with that. This hand's fine. We don't love just like starting our B strings like that, but we play 4 of them, so you kind of have to anticipate that you're going to just open them sometimes. But that's okay. You could just ditch them. Whatever. Looks like we might be playing against some sort of Buzzrock deck, so that's interesting. We'll Acrobike here, take the Blacephalon, fine with that for sure. And then, honestly, I am not using these B strings anytime soon, so I am just going to get rid of them. We're going to do that, and then we're going to Lele, I guess, and we're going to go get a Lily. Very cool. So we'll attach that energy to my Blacephalon and then probably go in with the turn 2 attack here, hopefully. But we'll grab Lily, the old one, and then attach and draw 7 cards. So Pretty Flames turn 1 here. Definitely stoked on that. There we go. Lily, 7 cards. Got an Agnadel and Zebstrika. Yikes, but no way to get energy in the discard pile. I got 1 in the discard pile. That's fine, cool. I can go in with a Burst GX early there. I don't actually need enough energy in play, so that's fine. Nice that we also have the Guzma here, so I don't actually have to retreat this Poiple. We can see my opponent's got Acerola, B-Strings. This is probably a Buzzrock deck, which I guess, yeah, they're probably not playing any sort of Shrines here. This is probably traditional, just Buzzrock with Buzzwoles, probably lots of baby Buzzes, probably 1 Buzzwole GX and some Lycanrocs. They might play like a DCE, but I suspect that they're kind of grinding for a turn 1 Lily here, just going to go for a sizable draw turn 1, so that's pretty good for them, and they'll probably be threatening a turn 2 Lycanroc GX. Yes, they got the Slugma here, so yes, they are playing the Macargo version. Very good. And then I highly anticipate that they will get Lily off of this. Next turn, we are going to Guzma up probably the Slugma and just use a Burst GX. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. We wish we had our Ditto in play, but we don't. Wish I could get something off Brooklet Hill, but I can't. That's okay. It's all good. This hand will buff out. I've got a huge hand. Just a Heat Factory. Just give me a Heat Factory. That'd be fantastic. But my opponent's got 2 Rockruffs. Can they get the energy drop on a Rockruff? If they don't, that is like a huge... They didn't get it. Oh, yeah. And 1 more Fire Energy. That's great. All right, so let's see what the old deck has got for us. We only got 1 Beast Ring left in deck. Sad. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's going to be fine. Totally fine. Totally okay. All right, so that's that. Let's go on then, and we'll evolve into one of these Naganados here. Beautiful. And then we will bring up the Slugma, sure. And we will bring that up with our Blacephalon. Very good. And then charge up, turn up. Cool. And then we will attach for turn. I think I could attach to a bench Blacephalon. I don't really think it matters. If my opponent's going to get an attack with the, Lycanroc, they're going to get an attack with Lycanroc. So I'll just spread my energy out a little bit. And then we're just going to burst GX here. Take our prize. Hope it's a Fire Energy. Come on, Fire Energy. There's no way it's a Fire Energy. It's a Guzma. Sad. But we do have, I guess we could deal 200 damage next turn if we have to. So we don't necessarily want to, though, because that would require discarding all of our energy from play, which would be unfortunate. I'm kind of hoping that my opponent's Slugma just stays here and that I can get away with discarding just 2 energy from play to knock out the Slugma and go to 4 prizes remaining before my opponent gets to do anything. But they've got this huge hand over there with apparently no energy in it. So I highly anticipate that they probably just have like a Lycanroc in hand and also a supporter, because if they don't have energy, they have to have other cards. So they may just have like Beast Rings, like Lycanrocs, supporter cards, but nothing else. So yes, they do have, they had a DCE, interesting. That or they top decked it. And they're going to go in and I guess hit into this Poiple for 40 damage. That is fine with me, actually, because I could just retreat the Poiple, charge up that energy, and go from there. Who needs draw cards? So long as I've got Fire Energy, that's all I need. And then I can't knock it out yet, unfortunately, but I can give them the good old Bursting Burn. So we'll confuse them. Very good. I had got a little ahead of myself there, forgot that I wouldn't be able to attach return to the Blacephalon, but that's fine. We'll Bursting Burn this thing. And they stay burned. That's right, you stay burned and also confused. That is fantastic. Cool. I guess I could have eye-openered to see what my prizes would be, and then, gone in with the Mind Blown and taken, I don't know, that seems bad. I don't think that would have been the ideal play here. I think confusing is good. Then, if my opponent decides to retreat, they know that they're getting knocked out, or the Acerola, that's fine. They know they're just going to get knocked out by whatever they put into the active position with my big, beautiful Cake Pop. Look at him. Just look at him. Great. All right, so they're going to go ahead and probably Jet Punch here. I guess they probably have to have a Fire Energy in play, right? And the Acerola is actually allowing them to get a real draw supporter for next turn. Cynthia makes a lot of sense, since they probably just have this weird clogged up hand full of nothing. Not unlike myself, who also has a weird clogged up hand full of nothing. And they got no fighting energies in that hand, so that's sad. We are the champions. All right, let's go. We got an Ultra Ball. I am going to get myself a Ditto Prism Star, and then he's going to evolve into a beautiful Zebstrika next turn. Everybody check out that Zebstrika. Beautiful. All right, and then we're going to charge up. Turn up. Cool. Let's get that Fire Energy there. Attach Fire Energy from my hand to the Blacephalon. And let's party. Mind blown. Okay, so we're going to discard. We need to discard 4. 1, 2, 3. And then I guess also 1 from the active there. Great. So we're going to discard 4, Lost Zone 4, not discard. We're going to Lost Zone 4, Fire Energy. Take that big knockout there. Fantastic. We got Heat Factory there off the prizes. So between Heat Factory and Zebstrika, we should have a pretty explosive, pun intended, turn next turn. That would be pretty rad. So my opponent's going to play Cynthia, but honestly, it's just, I think it's too little too late for them right now. At this point, my board position's already established enough that, I guess they have Beast Ring, but still, I'm still not concerned there. I still should be completely fine. And what's sad is that they actually don't even have a way to knock out the Blacephalon yet. They need a choice band. So I guess if they can pare their hand down and stack it with Meg Cargo, then they can draw into it. But they're going to need to do that. So they're going to need an Ultra Ball here or something. That or an Acro Bike to guarantee that they get the choice band. That or they are just out of luck. That would be so sad. I guess they can Absorption. All right, they're going to Absorption. Yeah, I forgot. They can Absorption GX. I usually expect them to use Dangerous Rogue GX. So today is not a Dangerous Rogue kind of day, in my opinion. All right, they're just going to go in with that. We will go in with another one and take this. Oh, I guess I could have Turning Pointed. Okay, this would have been a good turn to Turning Point potentially, but that's fine. We out here with our, yeah, it's all good. It's cool. I guess I don't have any way to, interesting. All right, we're going to evolve this here. And then I also I could play my Lele down for a supporter, or I could just sprint. So I think I want to do this here. How many fires do I have in the discard pile? 2? That's fine. It's an appropriate amount in the discard pile there. That's cool. I think I want to, I guess just thinking to myself. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to attach to the Blacephalon here. And then I think I'm going to play the Lele for a supporter. And we're going to draw cards and just get as much stuff. No, I don't actually want to do that. Let's sprint. Yeah, let's sprint. Okay, we're just going to sprint. Get out of here, hand. We want more cards. I should have Mysterious Treasured, like 110% should have Mysterious Treasure for a Naganadel. So this is like actually the worst timeline here. I think I misplayed that. I needed a Mysterious Treasure for another Naganadel and get 2. Oh, boy, what did I do? I just was expecting to hit a supporter and a beast ring, and I wasn't even thinking that I could miss it. But let's draw 3 more cards and see if we never get punished, because we never get punished. All right, we've got sights here. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so we haven't lost yet. There we go, Mysterious Treasure. Now we can undo my mistakes. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to grab ourselves another Naganadel so that we don't lose the game, guys. How about that? That'd be great. And then we can charge up with both of those. Charge up, turn up, and then we could do that. That's fine. It doesn't actually make a difference as far as the math is concerned. Makes 0 difference. So I think that it actually makes more difference on the Naganadel. That's cool. Sure, we'll do that. And then I guess we'll, sure, let's Sightseer away just the fire energy, and then we'll draw 4 more cards. Cool. And we did not get a beast ring. So that's a little sad, but it's all good. I know. Broken hearts. I hear you. So let's just do that, and then let's turn up twice, and then we can blow this guy to smithereens. Now that is unfortunate, though. We really wanted to hit a beast ring, though I think I only had 1 beast ring left in deck. I think we had checked that. Yeah, I discarded 2 early. I prized 1, so that's unfortunate. Mind blown. Let's go. So we get to discard 1, 2, 3, and 4. Knock that guy out. Knock him out. That is excellent. So we take out that Buzzwole GX, but we are in a little bit of a grinder. I'm probably going to get a beast ring off of this. Yeah. We're in a little bit of a grinder situation if my opponent's somehow able to knock out this Blacephalon. I don't think that they'll be able to do it, but I guess the possibility is there. Maybe. No, it's not. They can't do it. There's no way they can do it. They've got no energy. They're going to scoop it up. Yeah. I was going to say, I got the beast ring, so I could slap that beast ring down, get 2 more energy into play, and then knock out whoever my opponent promotes for that final turn. So, Cake Pops 3-0. Let's check out that list here real quick, see what we were rocking with. And yeah, this deck's a lot of fun. Like I said, very weak to Sceptile if you happen to encounter one of those Sceptiles, since we don't actually have any counter in there to Sceptile yet, but Sceptile hasn't really, revealed itself to be a major player in the meta yet. So that's why I'm not, accounting for Sceptile, even though it is potentially a thing. So cards I might want to add a Rescue Stretcher into the deck. That could be good. You may also want, I might want more energy. We saw that one game I went to Beast Ring and had no energy left in deck, so you might want like 1 more energy. Could be good, honestly. Just 16 seems kind of safe, but I love like the Ultra Space. I love the Heat Factory. It's all very good. Sightseer's like, okay, it's fine. I'm like cool on it. I'm not sure that you need acro bikes, but the acro bikes seem nice to be able to just reach for things like B strings on the B string turn that you want it. But thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Let me know, what do you guys think about Blacephalon Naganade in the comments below. What Lost Thunder decks are you guys most excited to see here on the channel? Peace.